I don't really know how to feel about it. Every Mother's Day from the previous ones that I've had, at first, you know, before Jody, they were great, and then the last couple ones were a little, I don't know, didn't feel really like a Mother's Day.
So Chad Franke, who is Ruby Franke's eldest son, has come back on, and he has said a few things in regards to Mother's Day and how he's feeling about his mum's situation. As you know, I have been covering the Ruby Franke, Jody Hildebrandt 8 passengers situation for quite a while now, and I have been keeping up with what Chad has been doing. He has been quite forthcoming with how he feels. He has a Twitch where he has in the past mentioned little details about what has happened within the family. Now, I do want to stress that he has since come on and he has mentioned in some of his Twitches and some of his live streams, he has mentioned that he doesn't want to be talking about his family in specifics anymore. He's never spoken about his siblings, but he just doesn't want to be talking about his life situation as a whole, as people were getting a bit too comfortable with asking very personal questions. And as someone who has, you know, he's gone through a lot of trauma within his family, obviously it's not going to be very nice for him, and I do think that people maybe should have realized that before they were asking very, very personal questions to a 19-year-old who is just trying to navigate their way through this transition.
With it?
Oh, I 100% expected the donations to slow down. Once I told everyone I was going to kind of stop talking about my family, the expectation was for me to like lose followers, lose interest, lose donations.
But before I get into this, I just want to apologise for the sound quality and the voiceover. I'm away from my microphone and my computer at the minute, but I will be coming back tomorrow for an update on the Block 2024. We have some quite large updates in that area, and yeah, really passionate about talking about that at the minute. So I will leave any links available in my description box if you want to go and check them out.
When am I quitting my job? Once I see my Snapchat paycheck, because I'm not monetized right now. I am a Snap star, but I haven't been upgraded for ads yet. So once I see a paycheck from that, and if it's good enough, then I'm gonna quit my job and just do Snapchat full time.
So since the trial and the sentencing of Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt, who are both business partners, in their Mums of Truth connections, cult-like following that they had going on, Ruby Franke's eldest son, Chad, has actually been quite vocal over on his Twitch, and I made a video about it a little while ago where he was answering questions for anyone who wanted to donate, and he was not divulging any information about the siblings, but he was talking to us and just letting us know some little things about how he felt about going to a wilderness camp, how he felt about Jody and his mum. I don't think a lot of people were expecting him to be quite so jovial and quite so upbeat and be cracking jokes.
Free Chad 2020 or something, it's free Ruby 2024. That is so funny. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The fur.
Did you see that, chat?
She actually did smell, I'm not even gonna lie.
Was it good?
No, her hygiene.
Also, now we dissing on prisoners.
What? Bro, she's a felon. She's an actual
felon. Sorry.
She's just absolutely stinking up the cell. What it's like to literally rot in prison.
I do think that some people cope with things through humour, and that is how they get through bad feelings and bad times in their lives. I don't think it is necessary just to psychoanalyze him. This has become quite evident as well because Chad Franke has moved out of his father, Kevin Franke's home. He's moved out. He hasn't said a reasoning why. He doesn't need to say a reasoning why. He's sharing a house with some friends, and this is the kind of stuff that they all joke about.
Your pillow for your bed.
Oh no, not again.
You got your sheets.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm more generous than some people, and I'll give you a blanket.
all you're missing is a beanbag.
No.
You know, the joke being that Chad Franke was made to sleep on a beanbag as a form of punishment. He also was not allowed any privacy and had the door to his bathroom taken off. There was a whole heap of really bad forms of punishment that were going on, but he does just seem to laugh it off, and that is just how he copes with his humor.
Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the family room, and he just got the bedroom back, and it's because he's shown up consistently without bullying the kids. Chad hasn't had a flip phone, a smartphone, any kind of phone, and it's been over a year. And I still have no intention of returning a phone.
And now I have no friends.
You can play with friends.
No, like I don't have friends.
I don't have friends either.
I literally like told my friends I'm not hanging out with them anymore
Because they're
they say some pretty messed up stuff.
Having said that, he's now made it pretty clear that he won't be talking about certain topics, and you know, he doesn't necessarily feel comfortable. And for that, I do applaud him, because he shouldn't be made to feel that he has to answer things just because people are being quite nosy. And hey, don't get me wrong, I am a nosy person. Hello, I have a commentary channel. I'm a very nosy person, but I would never pry into information that somebody is not going to give. I'd never ask for that information. I think that because in his initial live, he was answering questions if money was donated, people kind of saw that and then felt a bit too comfortable with asking very intimate questions, stuff that may be quite triggering for someone to listen to who has gone through trauma. And yeah, I just don't think people were properly thinking, or they were just being quite selfish with not actually considering, you know, his feelings around the matter. But this is in a response to everything and why he's not going to be talking about this anymore.
That 100% was just the expectation. I appreciate this comment someone said. I think it's good that you're being more private. You're not responsible for informing people. Yeah, low-key kind of feel used in that aspect. Like, people just expect me to be the news outlet. So it's like, if you like really just cared for us, I don't think you would mind.
And I think Chad is raising a really good point here where, you know, if you actually cared about, you know, how the siblings and how the family are feeling as a result of everything horrible that has happened, you would feel totally fine that, you know, Chad is not going to be answering any more questions. You just accept it and move on because you want what is best for them. So I do agree with him there. I think he opened up a can of worms by just inviting anyone onto the live and then saying, you know, I'll answer questions for some money. I can understand how that may then send certain nosy people over the edge and then thinking that they can ask any question underneath the sun. Having said that though, he has come on and he has made a post answering a question about how he feels about his mum on Mother's Day. And just to further prove my point over his sense of humour, he made a post on his Snapchat, I think, or Instagram, saying, "Happy Mother's Day to this dog who has done more to mother me this year than my mother. In brackets, I have met this dog twice."
Great question. I'm glad you're probably the only one that has replied with this. I didn't really realize it until a couple of days ago that, you know, today was Mother's Day and I didn't really know what to do. It was super good seeing Cameron's mom for the these last 4 days, spending time with her and helping her because she was doing the wedding. And I really appreciate her a lot. And I hope that maybe one day she could also be my mom, not right now, but, you know, my mother-in-law, but that's a hope. But for me right now, I'm going over to my family's house, so I probably won't be snapping much the rest of the day, because I don't want to snap there anymore. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it. Every Mother's Day from the previous ones that I've had, before Jody, they were great, and then the last couple ones were a little, I don't know, didn't feel really like a Mother's Day. So we're just gonna go spend time with family, and yeah, just not really thinking about Mother's Day too much. I'll send a message to my aunts and my grandma, because I see my aunts as my moms too.
I will say I really do admire his love for his family, and it seems like the family unit are very strong and they have gotten back together. We have to remember that for a very long time, Ruby and Jody had basically put such a big distance between the kids and the family. They actually chucked Chad out of the house with Kevin at the same time, but regardless, the family was in pieces at one point, so it's nice that they're all able to rebuild. And yeah, do I like the siblings and kind of what they do online? Absolutely not. I really disagree with, you know, child exploitation, using your child purely for content online, family vloggers. I don't agree with it. The kids at least sound happy that they are rebuilding relationships. I think that you can dislike the family's jobs and you can dislike their kind of motives on what they do with their channel and the things that they've done on their channels. But for me personally, I'm just happy that they're all able to rebuild a family unit. Chad did actually disclose in one of his Twitch live streams that he does see a relationship with Ruby later down the line, and that's all there is to it. Maybe he'll change his mind, maybe he will not. I do not feel like that is our business. There was so much publicity on this case. People watched them before this was ever a thing. 8 Passengers was a thing. People became attached to the children. So I do know that people, you know, as weird as that sounds, I do know that a lot of people just want what is best for the children. So them hearing that he may want a relationship one day kind of sends people into a bit of a frenzy. But like I just said, maybe unpopular opinion, it is just 110% down to the kids and what they want to do. But by the sounds of it, yeah, he doesn't really know how to feel. And can you blame him for that? Absolutely not. He doesn't know how to feel about Mother's Day, and that's all there is to it. But I do admire his strength and his way of coping with things. I do admire people who can kind of turn a bad situation into humour. I think they're in a situation that a lot of us wouldn't be able to imagine. So, you know, I don't know how I would deal in that situation, and I'm sure a lot of you guys wouldn't either. I sincerely hope that Ruby Franke had the Mother's Day that she deserved behind bars, and I hope that Jodie similarly also, even though I believe that she had lost communication with her children a very long time ago. I'm not entirely very surprised, but I did find this clip of her and Kevin. I'm pretty sure that this is Kevin on the stage. I'm pretty sure that this is, I'll link the creator on the video. Found this video and it will scar all of you.
And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in, if I on your face, I should have changed that stupid lock. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door.
Apologies for the rain patter as well in this video. I'm having to record without a microphone underneath the duvet, and it's raining torrentially outside, so you can imagine there's a bit of noise coming through. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. I'll be back tomorrow talking about the Block 2024, which I've been really passionate in talking about for the past week. I know a lot of you are really interested in that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.